Welcome to Tangerine Alert. Today I'm going to be talking about the USS Lakota, Blind Booster Federation from the next upcoming series of tournament. Thanks to the shipyard for giving me a copy of the images after they released them. So, the USS Lakota, DS9, Series 4, Episode Homefront, takes Captain Sisko, newly appointed, to Earth with Odo to conduct a review of Earth's securities against Changeling. This is playing directly into the hand of Admiral Layton. While the USS Lakota is at Earth, it's retrofitted with improved weapons and improved shields and quantum torpedoes. So, there's a bit of fluff. Now onto the ship. The USS Lakota, Excelsior class, 3154, 26 points. And its ability, when attacking during the modifier attack dice step, you may convert one of your damage into one crit result. If you do so, place an auxiliary power token beside your ship. Seems brilliant. You get an auxiliary power token, but you have a risk of doing double damage or warp core breach. I think this is something I would use quite a lot. Providing the following manoeuvre could be a green one without a problem. It has the usual action bar for a Federation ship. I'm looking forward to it. Moving on to the captain. Captain Erica Benteen. In the show, she starts off as Admiral Layton's XO as a commander, and then she gets given the command of the ship itself. She is a skillful captain, costing 3 points with elite talent. Her action is disable this card and all of your weapon upgrades to target a ship at range 1 to 3. Your ship cannot attack the target ship, and that ship cannot attack your ship this round. You must disable at least one weapons upgrade to use this action. I am not a fan of attack cancellation. I know a number of people who do make use of it. I probably would never use this outside the blind booster, but it definitely has a use and it doesn't seem too overpowered. I'm interested to see how people make use of this. Next, on to the elite talent. Defy orders. Now this fits lovely into the fluff of the game. In the episode, Captain Benteen defied her orders to blow up and destroy the Defiant at all costs, which came from Admiral Layton. Instead, she chose to stand down and let the Defiant pass through. So at the end of the activation phase, after all ships have moved, if you have an enemy ship in your forward firing arc, you may discard this card to immediately perform an initial green or white manoeuvre. You cannot attack during this round or use this ability. So this is very similar to the Ferengi Tactical Officer, which I like a lot, giving you that extra manoeuvre, and you can't shoot at the cost of it though. Giving you the way to maybe just get out of arc or just move that a little bit further. I mean, I fully recommend using this going forward. I can see myself using this, and it's a 4-point discard, and I'm not a big fan of 4-point discards or 5-point discards. I feel there are a lot of points you're wasting, but this looks good. So, next we have Micro Power Relays. This is probably my favourite card in the pack. 2 action abilities at 3 cost. The first action is repair 1 non-crit damage to your hull, or flip over all crit damages cards assigned to your ship. So this is an action to get rid of Warp Core Breach, there's an action to get rid of a Jostled Navigator, an action to get rid of the one that stops you firing. My mind's gone blank what it's called. I think this is a very powerful card, and for 3 points, I'll be shocked not to see lots of these used, and lots of people try and get their hands on these going forward. I hope this card comes out in retail because I believe this is very powerful. Next we have upgraded phasers. Now as I said, while the Lakota was in dry dock, it got some upgrades. One of them was their phasers. I'm sad to say there's no quantum torpedoes in this pack. But the upgraded phasers text, which is 3 points. When attacking with your primary weapon, gain +1 attack dice. Once per round, if you hit an attack squadron with your primary weapon, you may immediately make the second attack against the same target. 5 points extra for any non-Federation ship. It may only be deployed to a ship with a primary weapon value of 3 or less, and you can't have more than 1 on a single ship. Another great card, I can see this being used a lot. Fighters seem to be taking over. Fighters with cloak mines are fairly common in the sort of top tier fleets. I see this starting to make fighters a lot less concerning. I know what I'll be targeting next time I play. And last of all, the card which, in the theme of it, makes no sense. Tuvok. Yes, Tuvok from Voyager is a crew on this ship. Tuvok was apparently deployed to an Excelsior class ship. However, it wasn't the Lakota. And it's a sign that the blinds are just trying to fill it up with more theme, even if it's borrowed theme. His skill is any time you may discard this card to pawn a free scan action, 3 points. I can never see myself using this card. For 3 points to get a single scan token, okay, it's not an action to do this, but it's still a free action. You can't do it if you're stressed. I just see this expensive. When coupled with high energy sensor sweep, maybe I can see it being used, because then if you can't disable a shield or don't want to disable a shield, you can still use the free action to trigger, the free scan to trigger your combos. But on the whole, I'm not sure I could see this being used. So that's the USS Lakota. I think this is a lovely ship. It's probably one of my favourite blind ships that we've seen so far. I'm very much looking forward to the last Ferengi ship, and I hope to be releasing these videos more frequently going forward. Feedback is always welcome. We've been asked if we want to run competitions. We have a number of ships to give away from across the series that are unopened. If anyone has any ideas for a competition we could run or anything like that, please get in touch in the comments below. And finally, a quick shout out to Board Game Extras, or boardgameextras.co.uk. They are my local online supplier. I seem to be visiting them far too frequently and giving them over my hard cash for these spaceships. So I promised to give them a shout out. There you go. Best prices you can find online. That's it. Thanks very much, everyone. Speak to you next time.